Very cool summer.
Today's temperature outside is over 40 degrees. Please refrain from going outside. You'll get a very high chance of getting heat stroke.
Rising temperatures, heat stroke. Man, I hardly feel any heat. Has the weather report made a mistake? As a matter of fact, this summer is much cooler than last year. It was as if winter is around the corner when it isn't. So I decided to spend more time and energy outside swimming, hiking, running a marathon, taking part-time jobs as theme park mascots, and hanging out with some friends to rob a few banks. I was having so much fun this summer that I didn't realize that time passed so fast. Later, I started to see the same words occurring over and over again. I'm still here are the words on every wall and every pavement I came across. Even when I was taking a bath, I see those words, I'm still here, written on my bathroom mirror. Those words also come in the form of text messages, carrier pigeons, fortune cookies, and even my electricity bill. What does this all mean? One day, I received a phone call. It was from my friend, Freddie. Hi, Freddie.
Nikki, hey, do you remember the day we broke into the building of the mega corporation?
What about it? I began to recall that fateful day.
Nick, why do you have to kill him?
Well, he looks dangerous.
He's just an old janitor.
He had a shotgun in his hand.
That's a broomstick, you deuce.
So we not only left the building carrying our loot, we also took the old man with us and buried him in a place nobody will ever find out.
Oh my god, he's here, he's here. Ah!
Who's here? Then, the phone is dead. I rushed to my friend's house, but it was cordoned off by the police. I can only find out what happened the next day through the newsfeed. Freddy was found dead in his living room. The police concluded that my friend had committed suicide. I couldn't help but notice a few words written in blood at the crime scene. I'm still here. What the hell is wrong with him, I wonder? Hey, remember to sign up for my website and get some free reviews. The Fisherman and the Darkness. One fateful day, a fisherman went out to the open sea to fish. He took his dog Poochie with him. He had been fishing for the whole day, but the fisherman had not caught a single fish. Out of a sudden, the fisherman noticed a mysterious black circle looming on the ocean surface close by. Maybe it's a whale, the fisherman thought. Out of curiosity, the fisherman cast the fishing line at the circle of darkness. In an instant, the fisherman caught a fish with rainbow scales. A fish of this kind is extremely rare in this world. This could fetch a fortune. His dog yapped in delight. The fisherman cast his line again at the circle of darkness. A few seconds later, he caught a fish with golden scales, but this time, it was much smaller. The fisherman cast his line again, trying to test his luck further and see if he was able to catch a much bigger surprise. It took a bit longer than the last to trigger a reaction. He did not catch a fish. Instead, the fisherman caught a dead dog, and the dead dog looked exactly like Poochie. The fisherman looked around for Poochie, but his dog was nowhere to be found. The fisherman cast his line yet again. Moments later, he caught a severed arm. At that moment, the fisherman caught a sharp pain coming from his left shoulder. The fisherman was shocked to find that his left arm was missing. Before he even had time to recover, the fishing rod, which he was still holding with his remaining hand, felt a strong tug. It was as if he had caught something big, and his bait was still within the circle of darkness. Despite how bizarre and terrifying the situation was, the fisherman still refused to let go. Eventually, the tension was too much for him and the fisherman was pulled straight into the circle of darkness. He tried to get back to the surface, but some strange mysterious forces kept dragging him downwards. Then, his mouth caught something very sharp and painful and he was pulled back to the surface. As he was suspended in mid-air, the fisherman found himself missing his entire body, only leaving his head possessing the fins of a fish. He became a fish head and he was being reeled in by a headless person without an arm. Lights out. My friend and I went to see a magic show. The magician's performance was amazing and spectacular. Then he came to the part where he was about to conduct a special magic trick, something that is not listed in the schedule. He went backstage to fetch a huge black box and then asked for volunteers. Many of the audience raised their hands, including my friend.
Ah, yes, that wonderful lady over there.
When my friend was about to leave her seat, the light suddenly went out. It must be a power outage. I know my friend was afraid of the dark, so I intuitively tried to hold her hand, but I felt something squishy and slimy. A few more seconds later, the lights returned. Susie? What lay beside me wasn't my friend, but a pile of minced meat. Oh no, Susie has turned into a... When I was about to shriek, the magician called out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The magician opened the black box and out came my friend. You can imagine my horror and relief happening at the same time in an instant. Thank goodness, I've never been so scared in my entire life. Of all the performances I've seen so far, I really hate this kind of magic trick. It's disgusting, it's perverse, and what's worse, the audience were laughing at me. They did not care that I was the victim here. I almost vomited my guts, you know. Then the stage assistants were there to clean up the mess that was sitting beside me. The audience still can't stop laughing at me. And that's the end of the show. My friend Susie did not have to take that seat again. My friend and I said goodbye to each other and went separate ways. As I was walking my way back home on a lonely street, I could not help but feeling that someone was following me. I dare not look back. As I reached the bus stop, the street lights flickered so violently I could not help but turn round. I was shocked to find that pile of minced meat slowly rolling towards me, and this minced meat spoke in the most familiar voice.
Jeremy, help me.